from Vasantrao Naik Agricultural University, Maharashtra. And afterwards, I did PGDM APM from Manage Hyderabad. So I have overall 4 years of working experience. My first experience was with the SERP from Andhra Pradesh government, where I used to deal with the market linkages of FPO commodities. Afterwards, I joined Color Seeds Private Limited as an assistant manager international marketing. So in that role, I used to handle B2B sales in Central Asian countries, including Russia. So after completing that assignment, I joined Syngenta Foundation as an market linkages manager for southern states of India. So this is a overall background about myself. I have joined with my colleague as well. May I request Pankaj? Shall you can introduce yourself? Yes.
Yeah, Sanket. So nice to talk everyone here. So good afternoon, all of you. Myself Pankaj Kumar, and I am a BTech Agriculture Engineer. So I did my BTech Agriculture Engineering from Chaudhary Charan Singh Haryana Agriculture University, Hisar. Then I joined an organization named CRI Pumps as a service engineer, and I did this job 1.5 years, and then I left the job and started my own venture named Fresh Vega, where we used to deliver fruits and vegetables to doorstep delivery. And after running 2.5 years, I closed the shutter of that the startups and joined Ninja Card as a territory procurement manager, where we used to procure all the fresh fruits and vegetables. So I worked with Ninja Cut 1.5 year and then switched to Syngenta Foundation India. So we and Sanket both here working in similar post as an assistant manager in market linkage. So I look after north and east of India, and Sanket look after south and west of the India. So this is all about me. Yeah, Sanket, we can start
Yes,
the session.
thank you, Pankaj. So, you might have known about the topic of this session. This session is all about market linkages in agricultural commodities. So, you already have some idea about how exactly are the commodity trading is going on in the market. Just we as a market linkages team, we try to improve the existing channel, and we try to make availability of other options through which farmers can do better market linkages. So we have prepared one PPT. We will take you to this PPT so that you will get a better idea about how exactly is market linkages important for the farmers, and how they can get benefited through the market linkages. So I request Pankaj to change the slide. Pankaj, can you
Yeah,
change the slide?
sure. Yeah.
So, just we wanted to let you know about what important steps are there in the agri marketing. So, we will take you down from point to point. So, first point will be the planning of production. Whenever we want to make a successful market linkages or a successful trade of any agricultural commodity, first of all, we need to understand what exactly are the productions are being done in that particular territory. So we need to plan it priorly to get a perfect production or ample production of that commodity. So planning is very much important in the step of productions of agri commodities. Afterwards, when we plan our production, then it is our duty to give equal importance to its growing and harvesting. After the harvesting step, we move on to the grading section. So grading is a very important thing in agri commodity marketing, because if you cannot grade any commodity, the appropriate rate won't you won't get appropriate rate to that commodity. That's why grading is important in the agri commodity marketing. Afterwards, proper packaging is very much important. If you won't pack any material or commodity in a proper way, then there are several threats to that commodity, that it may reduce its quality, and eventually it will get a lesser price. So packaging makes a vital role to get a appropriate amount of price for that commodity. Afterwards, the storage is also important factor over here. If you store a commodity in a proper way or in a appropriate way, then the shelf life of that commodity eventually increases, or the losses becomes limited. So perfect storage is very much important for the commodity marketing. Transportation, which options you are selecting for transportation, that makes a very good effect on commodity quality. If the transportation is not proper, then in between the transport, the quality of commodity may deteriorate. The next step is market exploration. If you want to get a proper price for your commodity, it is very much important that you should find a perfect market for that commodity. You need to understand where that commodity is being sold in a larger amount, so that market will be beneficial for that commodity. So we need to find the market commodity centric. The next step is market intelligence. We assume that if you identified that market which is best suitable for that commodity, it is very much important to understand the fluctuations of that market. What exactly is the price is going on in that market on particular season or in particular month? That information we need to calculate. So this information will help us to make a better decision whether we want to sell that material in that market, or we need to explore some other market. So this is called as market intelligence. Afterwards, you if you gather all the information and you do all these steps perfectly, then you can definitely reach out to the step of sell. Yeah. The best and a very much important factor over here is aggregation. If we know that in rural areas, farmers produce very good quality of commodities, but eventually they end up selling their commodity in a cheaper price because of they don't have that much bargaining power, because they are having limited stock. If the farmer is having larger stock, they can have bargaining power to get appropriate amount of price. So the aggregation plays a very important role. If we have one term for this aggregation, we call it collective marketing. If or collective farming, or if a group of farmers are gathered together to sell their commodity, they eventually get higher price than the single farmer. So that's why this aggregation term is very much important. If a small group of farmers come together to sell their produce collectively, they definitely will get higher price than the single farmer. So we promote that aggregation should be there on the rural areas and the farmer community, so that they can get a better price. That's why aggregation is a very important factor to get appropriate prices for the commodity. Next factor is market. What exactly is the market? You all might be knowing about this phenomenon. What exactly is the market? We have explained it in a very simple definition. The place where mainly the buying and selling occurs of agricultural products is called as a market. So the agricultural market is that entity where sale and the purchase happens, that we call as agriculture market. There are two types of market and mandis. One is forwarding market and second is consumption market. We will get to know about it in next few slides. Next. Can you go on next slide?
Yeah. So I think forwarding market and consumption, and we have to clear about here only, because in next slide we will talk about
Okay,
pricing.
so we will explain it on this slide itself. So forwarding market and consumption market, there are two types of markets. So forwarding market, what exactly it means? If, for example, you might have heard about the onion market, which is the biggest market in Asia. It is based in Lasalgaon in Nashik district. It is the biggest onion market in the Asian continent. So from this market, this onion goes to different parts of India as well as in the other countries as well. So this market is called as forwarding market because all the onions from the different parts of farming community, that onion comes into that market, and from that market it is being forwarded to different market. Likewise, from Nasik, onion is transported or sold to Azadpur Mandi in Delhi or different major mandis in the country. So this is called as forwarding market. And the second type of market is consumption market, whereas the in consumption market, the all the commodity which comes there or which is sold over there is consumed in nearby area itself. So comparatively, consumption market is smaller than the forwarding market. This is the major difference in the forwarding market and consumption market. Yeah. Yeah, Pankaj.
Yeah,
So
how
how?
to,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, please continue.
So we have another slide, how to decide the rate of the commodities on the ground. You might have seen in daily practices, you might be knowing that how exactly is the rates is being decided. So we have gathered few points to explain our what exactly is the methods, what exactly are the factors on which the rates are being decided. Sorry. So key factors of pricing, how exactly is pricing being decided, we will get to know in following points. So find out the nearest source destination mandi market. If we want to know the price of particular commodity, first of all we need to find out the market which is near to us. After finding that market, we need to get an idea about what exactly are the get the daily average price of forwarding and consumption both mandis markets. So we need to gather some information about pricing. What are the average pricing in that forwarding or consumption market? We need to get that information first. Find out the distance of mandi from the source. We need to understand how far is that mandi from that farmer's farm, so that the transportation cost can be calculated. Uh, we afterwards we need to understand, get the knowledge about mandis commission structure. We all know that in mandis there are several agents are present, and without those agents we cannot sell our commodities, or our farmers cannot sell their commodities. So this is the established channel over there. This is the conventional channel through which farmers has to go. So another point is, get the information about loading unloading charges of the mandi. We need to understand what exactly are the loading charges and unloading charges over there if we are going to sell our commodity in those mandis. Get the information about other charges if applicable of mandi, like paper cost, teaching cost, etc. So there are several charges. We need to gather information about those charges as well, so that we can add it or we can reach it to our final price. Get information about logistic cost. There are several logistic options present in the market now. There are small chota hatti type vehicles are there, 10-ton vehicles are there, or 25 metric ton capacity having vehicles also there. So according to our usage, we have to select that vehicle. Get the knowledge about quality parameters of targeted commodities. We need to understand what exactly is the quality parameters present in that mandi. On what quality parameters we get particular rate. We need to identify the quality and the rates that are being attached to that quality. We need to get that idea. Yes, next. So we have developed one formula to get the actual price to which farmer can sell their produce. So the formula is as you might be seeing on your screen. So we have developed one formula, that is IPP is equal to AP minus MC minus HC minus LC minus OC. So what all these abbreviations are, so we will explain it. So IPP means ideal procurement price. If somebody wants to procure material from the ground and want to sell it in the market, so we call it as ideal procurement price. So what price he will procure from the farmers. So AP, average price of the nearest mandi market. We need to identify what exactly is the average price of nearest mandi, so that we can reach out to the our IPP. The next factor is MC, Mandi Market Commission, that we need to consider. Mandi Commission, what exactly is Mandi Commission, how it is. Next is handling charges. There are several handling charges. How exactly are those being charged? LC, logistic cost from source to mandi. How much money we will be investing in the logistics, that is important. OC, other charges. There will be some other charges are there. So to reach out to our IPP, we need to minus these all costs to reach out to our ideal procurement price. So we need to minus these prices from that. So let's understand through an example. We have uh, come up with one example as well. So trade details. So tomato selling price of mandi is 20 rupees. We have gathered this information from the nearest market, so that the 20 rupees is the average price of tomato, for example, and the mandi commission is 0.5%, which is average commission in different mandis. The third point is loading and unloading charge in 5 rupees per crate. So the loading charge, so you might be knowing that tomatoes are being transported in crates. So the tomato per crate, it is charged 5 rupees to loading and unloading. The fourth point is logistic charge is 1 rupees per kg from source to mandi. For example, we have taken these figures. It may vary on the basis of distance. So the 1 rupees can change into 5 rupees, 3 rupees, 2 rupees. It depends upon the distance from mandi to sourcing point. So next point is crates average weight is 25 kg. So one crate is being filled with 25 kg of tomatoes. So the what will be the ideal procurement price for the person who are willing to do this procurement business and want to sell that commodity in the market? So we will reach out to that price. So ideal procurement price in our case will be 20 minus 20 into 5% minus 0.2 minus 1 is equal to 17.8 rupees per kg. So this is the price that on which the farmer or the person who want to deal with the commodity trading business, who can take this commodity at this price. Negotiation and execution of the trade. So these are the very much important factors. If you want to deal with some market leader or market commodity trader, we need to have a better hand in negotiations. So if the parties involved, key factors in negotiations, so there are several factors which are mentioned or highlighted over here. Those points makes a very important role in this negotiations part. So the what are those factors? The parties involved, the parties who are involved in the negotiations, that are that they should have a better relationship with each other. Their communication should be polite and up to the point. They both parties should have date oriented. They should be date oriented. Next point is their claims should be very logical. They should not give hypothetical prices or higher prices to each other, so that they won't reach the ultimate price on which they will be going to make a trade. Next point is level of commitment. If they finalize their deal on particular price, they should stick to their commitment, so that that trade can happen successfully. Otherwise, there is a chance that this trade may not happen. Make conclusion on WhatsApp or mail. The written communication is always preferred while doing negotiations. If you reach out to a final price, make it sure that you get that price confirmed on a written basis. Execution of the trade. At the end, these factors are matched, then your trade will be executed. Next. factors in execution of the trade. So execution of the trade is a process, and the process is being followed on following points. Maintain the hygiene of the trade. Hygiene in the sense, we have written this hygiene word over here in the sense that the cleanliness of the trade, that is, if you are doing a trade with another party, your relation, your commitment, and your all factors should be on the up to the point, so it becomes hygienic. So next point is, each and every trade is important, for so be careful and make a checklist of before trading. So if you are going to make a trade of any commodity, it is very much important to make a checklist of that, all the important steps you will be following on the day of trade. Divide your whole execution into simple steps. If you are executing a trade, there will be several steps to make these trades. So first step is production, second is harvesting, third is grading, fourth is on the first slide we have explained all the steps. So these steps you need to execute on a proper way. Give a time to limit each steps. Give a time limit to each step. So we need to provide particular time to every step. We need to give that ample amount of time to every step, so that that step cannot be missed, or it will be executed in a proper way. So if any steps is being missed or not handled properly, the whole trade may the whole trade may not reach into the success. Take care of each parameter like quality, weight, packaging, handling, etc. So we need to take care of all the quality parameters, weight, packaging, and handling. How we are handling, how we are packaging our produce, whether it is weighing properly or not. That we need to consider on that day. Train your labor according to the trade. If you are making a tomato trade, we need to have trained tomato handlers or laborers who have past experience of handling tomatoes, because tomatoes are delicate. There are several other communities, like if you are doing trade in grapes, or if you are doing trades in vegetables, we need to have some laborers who are having previous experience to handle these commodities, so that these laborers will be more efficient than the other laborers. Regular follow-ups with transporter from come to pick up and destination point. We need to take follow-up from transporters, because if the transporters bumps us in between, then we may lose this trade, or we may lose the quality of the commodity if he delays his transport. So we need to check up with him on regular basis. We need to take follow-ups, whether he is coming, at what point he is at the moment. We need to take all his information regularly. Take care of billing and accounting. If you deliver a commodity in the market, we need to have a proper billing and accounting with us, so that it will help us to make other trades in the future. After reaching the vehicle, the destination, after reaching the vehicle to the destination, take confirmation message to the buyer. So we need to have that confirmation message with us after delivering that commodity to the buyer, because we need to develop our accounting and billing process. So it is important to take confirmation from the buyer after delivering the commodity. Next. So there are several correct parameters we are going to see in the next slides. So I have already mentioned the sorting and grading. So we will get to know about what exactly is sorting. So sorting is to remove the unsuitable materials such as mechanical injuries, insects, diseases, immature, overmature, mishappen, fungal attack, etc. from the good quality consumable materials. So the quality, I mean, sorting is being done to remove all the unnecessary material, or all the damaged products, all the damaged commodities from the aggregated commodity. So a purpose of sorting, why sorting is important for the commodity trading. So we will get to know about it. aimed at ensuring preserving only good quality produce. So we want to sell good quality of produce in the market. So we want to preserve its quality, because if we put any damaged product in the same commodity, then it may hamper the quality of other commodities as well. So next point is improve the quality of desired material. It also helps us to improve the quality of the commodity if we remove these impurities from that commodity. Third point is defective and foreign material that should not be entering the processing plants and facilities. It is also harmful if there is one processing plant or one ketchup industry is there or for tomato, and we are taking this um, uh, insected insect diseases, immature or any type of tomatoes in the that plant, that plant is having ketchup stored in that plant, so that also that stored ketchup may also get damaged. So we don't want that activity to happen. So it is very much important to keep that impurities out of the plant. Method of sorting: it is done by manual or by machine for maintain the hygiene of required material. It is either done by manually or mechanically. So both the options are available for sorting. What is cleaning? Cleaning is also a very important factor. Cleaning is the process of removing unwanted substances such as dirt, infectious agents, and other impurities from a desired material. Cleaning process occurs different for different materials. So it is based on the materials, what methods are being opted for cleaning. Purpose of cleaning: what exactly is the purpose of cleaning? To protect commodities from contamination and quality degradation. So if we do not do cleaning, there is a chance that commodity is being contaminated or its quality may deteriorate afterwards. To improve the appearance shelf life and appearance of the commodity, if we do proper cleaning, you might be seeing in the picture there are two apples kept on the table. So one apple is not being cleaned and another is cleaned. So before cleaning you may see that it is having some dirt on it, so it is not that much attractive. But the second option, after cleaning, it is looking attractive. So you may find the difference after cleaning and before cleaning. To make quality of the material as consumable, you there are two apples on the table, you will definitely take second apple, not first apple, because it is looking dull and dirty. The second option looks more consumable because it is clean, so it makes the difference. Method of cleaning: by manually on machine. There are also here are also two methods. By manually we can clean the commodities, or by machines also we can clean them. By wind, in case of non-perishable, we there are several wind blowers and all available in the market, so that in that case we can use this method in the non-perishable commodities. By water and clothes, in case of fruits and vegetables. In fruits and vegetables, water is used for cleaning the commodities. Next, what is grading? Grading is the process of dividing the products into lots which are having similar characters in shape, size, type, weight, quality, color, and perishability, etc. It can be done by manually or mechanically, both. So grading is actually a term in which we do the differentiation of the products on their quality basis, on their characteristics or their shape or size or weight. These are the parameters we use to differentiate the products on the basis of quality and the requirement. Purpose of grading: grading helps to develop greater confidence between buyers and growers. If we do the proper grading of a material, we get a better bargaining power. We can decide the price of that graded material on the basis of on what characteristics or on what size it is being graded. So we can put different prices on the different graded material. That is the benefit of grading. Increase the marketing efficiency by facilitating buying and selling a produce without personal selection. This is also a very important point, which improves, which gives us the meaning of grading. Heavy marketing costs in packaging and transportation can be avoided by grading. We see that different fruits are there in the market. If we uniform the size of apples, we may put it we can use a single box for to keep 12 apples. If the size of the apple is abnormal, we may end up packing only 8 to 9 apples in a single box. So eventually we will require more boxes if we won't do grading. And if we do grading, then we will definitely cut some costs in packaging. Target right customer with the right grading. We know that different customers have different requirement. Some may want a shiny fruit, or some may want a sweeter fruit, or some may want a large shapeless fruit. So according to their requirement, we can target them. So grading makes a very important choice over here to make, to achieve that customers, or to acquire those customers. Fair grading establishes you as a brand in the market. To to make yourself as a brand in the market, grading may help you to establish your brand in the market. That is a very important thing. Methods of grading. According to buyer's quality specification, you can grade the material by manually or by machine. Grading also we can do it manually and machine. Right. Next, what is drying? Drying is involved in both the commodities, dry commodities, as well as in fruit and vegetables as well. FNB, fresh commodities. So after threshing, the moisture content of grains remains generally higher than the desired for safe storage of grains, 11 to 14. So 11 to 14% is desired moisture content in the market. Drying is the phase of the post-harvest system during which the product is rapidly dried until it reaches the safe moisture level. The aim of drying is to lower the moisture content of the grain for safe storage and further processing. If the moisture content in the dry commodity is higher, it is tend to get it is tend to deteriorate its quality because of the moisture content. So it is important to remove excessive moisture from the commodity to increase its shelf life and the ability to store. Methods of drying. For drying grains, essentially two methods are there: natural drying and artificial drying are used. So there are two types of methods of drying. One is natural drying and artificial drying. So what exactly is natural drying? The natural drying method consists essentially of exposing the trash products to the air. So we might have seen in rural areas that there are several commodities are being sprayed on the roads or on the in front of their houses. We have seen that they sprayed several grains on tarpaulin to get a fresh air to that commodity, or to remove the excessive moisture from that commodity. Next option is artificial drying. In artificial drying, heated air dryers are used. Uh, Unheated air dryers is blown through a grain mass. So there are different dryers are being used to remove the moisture from the commodities. Next, what is packaging? Packaging is the act of wrapping or enclosing agricultural products in a suitable material that will protect them when they are being transported from farm to markets and displayed in shops for people to buy. So we have seen different products in the market. Some are being packed so perfectly so that we can get attracted to it, and some are there which are not being packed properly. So the human tendency is that what they see beautiful, they tend to buy it immediately. So your packaging plays a very vital role over here. If your packaging is beautiful or perfect or attractive, then eventually customers will attract to your product. So packaging plays a very vital role. What is the purposes are of the packaging? We will get to know about it. To protect the product from being damaged when they are transported from farm to the store and market. So transportation, in between the transportation, quality may deteriorate if the packaging is not proper. So it is important to produce in a pack commodity in a proper methods. To protect farm products from damage as a result of bad weather, heat and rains, pests and diseases organisms. So if your packaging is proper, you also protect your product from different diseases, different insect attacks or heat or rain. These are weather factors. It may also hamper the quality of the commodity. So if your packaging is proper, you can protect your commodity from these external factors. Packaging makes agriculture product easier to handle, store, and prevent from losing their values. As I have already mentioned, that we can keep the quality of the produce in a proper shape if we do the packaging in a proper way. Method of packaging: mostly packaging is done by manually. We have seen that different gunny bags are being used for dry commodities, and different punnets are being used for fruits. So these are being packed manually. Second option, it's very vary from market to market and buyer to buyer. It also has different methods for different markets. If the requirement of market is different, then we need to opt for different method. Next, transportation and logistics. There are several options. Definition: transportation deals with the movement, with the removement of goods, while logistic handles the supply chain management of transportation from the manufacturer to the end user. What are the key points? You should have 4 to 5 logistics partners. It is advisable to have 4 to 5 logistic partners contacted with you, so that you may at the end you may end up having at least 1 or 2 with you. Negotiate with them on freight charges properly. We need to negotiate with them properly to get exact price of that transportation. Always transport materials with optimum load. It is very important to utilize that vehicle's capacity whenever you are transporting the material, because if you are taking half vehicle filled and half blank, then you may end up paying higher amount per kg. Try to trade with bigger number. That's why it is important to trade with larger quantities, so that your margin may become on higher side. If buyer's requirement is less, then ask them for other commodities requirement too, so that you can optimize your logistic cost. There are several options. If buyer requires a single commodity, or if he deals in vegetables, he have ordered you some brinjals, so he might be also taking some okras as well. So you have to take demand from him for okra as well, so that you can supply it, and you can utilize the whole capacity of that vehicle. Make sure your make sure your loading unloading point should be less. So if you are parking your transportation vehicle at far from your farm, so the handling charges may increase, or the quality of that material during the loading may also reduce. So it is very important to keep that vehicle closer to the landing point or the loading point. Next, payment and time management. What exactly is the payment and time management? We will get to know about it. Before doing trade, must know about buyer's payment policy. If you are going to do a trade with some particular buyer, we priorly have to know about their payment policy. If buyer gives you 3 days payment cycle, you commit to the farmers for 5 days. If farmers are ready, then only go ahead. Otherwise, do alternate. Once you get payment by buyer, do farmers payment instant. Who will arrange the transportation, that we need to check first. If transportation agreement arrangement is your responsibility, then align your transporter immediately. If a buyer has said you to arrange transportation from your side, then it is important to align that transportation or contact that transporter immediately. Where does it? Where does the buyer want the material, at his warehouse, or he will pick it up from the field? We need to understand from where exactly the buyer is going to take the material, whether he wants the delivery at warehouse, or he will be going to pick material from the farm. That we need to confirm first. Keep your mind always about buyer's delivery date. So we need to confirm the date of delivery in our mind. We should not delay that date, otherwise the commitment with the buyer may break. So we may end up in in the unsuccessful trade. All aggregation should be done before the delivery date. We need to complete our all aggregation process when the date comes to the closeness. What is accounting? Accounting is the process of recording financial transportations pertaining to a business. It shows your business health card. Key factors of accounting. There are several key factors. One is debt, purchase, expenses, credit, sell, balance, what to record, commodities name, what exactly we need to record while doing the accounting, commodities name, seller and buyer names and addresses, date of trade, expenses of trades. These all informations will help us to maintain our bookkeeping and make our future decisions. Yes, yes. Thank you so much for listening us carefully. Yeah, thank you, madam. If we
Thank you
have
very,
any
thank
questions,
you very much,
we
Mr.
can address
Sankat,
those.
for a wonderful and informative presentation. I will take up the questions from the participants now. In the meantime, can you please stop sharing the screen so that we can see you people's video? Yeah. And move on to the questions now. The first question is, the question is from our member, Mr. Joseph Brito. He's asking, how best can a group of small farmers be linked to the market?
Yes. Yes, madam, can you just repeat once again?
Yeah, I will repeat it. How best can a group of small farmers be linked to the market?
Yes, so as I have already mentioned, it is very important to do the collective marketing of the commodities. If the small group of farmers are producing the same commodity, so they can aggregate their commodities and sell it in a bulk amount. If the farmers have gathered their commodity or aggregated at a single point, buyers may attract to that commodity, because buyers are very much quantity centric. If the farmers have approached to some buyer that if we have this much quantity of aggregated produce or aggregated commodity, then definitely they will end up farmer will end up getting higher prices than the single farmer getting in the market. So this is the best way to do the collective commodity marketing, so it will help them to get higher prices for their commodity. Yes.
Okay. Again, Mr. Brito is asking, do, do farmers who have organically grown produce get better price? In case the organic produce is certified, will it fetch a still better price?
Yes, definitely. There are two options to do the organic marketing. First option is obviously by taking the certification, and second option is not that much organized. we say. But there are several urban areas where there is a huge demand for the commodities, or the fruits and vegetables are being cultivated in organic way, without any certification. Also, the farmers may get those farmers can also target that market, urban market, where they can get higher prices for their commodities. Yes.
Okay, and move on to the next question. What are the major challenges of commodity market?
There are several challenges in commodity marketing. First problem is the conventional market. We have seen that there are several agents and several commission agents are present over there. There are several malpractices are being done in the market. There are several malpractices happen in the payment of the commodities. So these factors are very difficult for the farmers to get their required price or the appropriate price for their commodities. The second factor is also the farmer is not aware about the sorting and grading benefits of the commodity. Farmer just harvest their produce without doing any sorting and grading. They take that produce in the market, and these agents and these buyers take a benefit from this situation of the farmer, and they give very less prices. They quote very less prices to their commodities, and farmer end up in getting very less prices for their commodity. So these are the major challenges. We first of all we need to educate the farmer about the quality, how exactly is the quality is being treated in the market. That factor we need to explain to the farmers, and then only these farmers can get idea about what exactly is the quality importance, and how their commodity could be sold in the market in a better price if they maintain the quality, or if they do the proper grading and sorting thing for their commodity. So this is the answer for that question. Yeah.
Okay. Can you just tell us what are the activities of Sikenta Foundation India in Patna, Bihar?
Patna, Bihar, you're telling, right? We are
Yeah.
asking. Pankaj, would you like to take that question? What exactly we are doing in
Yeah, sure,
Patna,
sure.
Bihar?
So our model is same for all the states. We are doing operation in 16 states right now. So we have A model. So A is agriculture entrepreneur. So basically we search educated youth in the village, and we select those educated youth and give them training up to 35 days training. So we cover all the basics of agriculture, and then after get certification of that training, he will be apply for the input license, and he will be start the output linkages also. And there are several 27 architect we have nowadays. So we will apply those according to their vicinity, according to their demands. So through AE, we are educating the farmer. We are improving the you know uh, income of the farmers through AE. So our program is AE centric program.
So
So
this,
Bihar, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Sanket.
so this
And
A
do
is
you charge? Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to ask you only. Do you charge anything for your training?
Mm, yeah, we have, uh,
yes,
yeah,
please,
Sanket.
Pankaj.
Yeah. So we are not charging. So the fees is near about 3,500, which is taking for I think a device, na, Sanket.
Yes,
So
actually, we
we are giving a
provide one
device.
digital banking device. It's a
Yeah.
biometric device. So we provide this device as well once the aspirant AE completes his training, and that costs around 2,500 rupees for the price of that device is 2,500 rupees, and another 1,000 rupees we pay to the NIAM It's a central government institute in the Jaipur. You might have heard their name. So this course is being certified by NIAM. So we pay their fees, 1,000
Okay.
rupees. So,
You're spread over southern part of India also, sir?
yes, definitely. We have our A's spread out in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. These are the major states we have our presence in.
Okay, okay, okay. You people can continue, sir.
Yes, yes, Pankaj. So these A's are actually one A is being connected with 100 to 150 farmers throughout their village region. So these A's provide different services to their connected farmers, such as if the farmers are producing similar commodities to their vicinity or their region. So these A's aggregate their produce and provide market linkages services. One There is also one another archetype which is a input. So through this certification, these A's are eligible to apply for the seeds and fertilizers license. So they can establish their input business and they can provide services to the farmers which are connected in their villages. There are several other archetypes as well, such as poultry archetype is there, goatry archetype is there. We specifically provide information on the basis of the archetype which is being selected by the aspirant A. If one A selects goatry as his future business, so we provide goatry oriented knowledge to him specifically. So this is the structure, overall structure we follow in the Syngenta Foundation, and the A being our serving asset or our contact point, we provide all our services or assistance through the AE itself. Yeah, this is a brief about what exactly we are doing in Syngenta Foundation in all over the India.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. We have now completed the round of questions on behalf of agricultureinformation.com. We'd like to thank Mr. Pankaj Kumar and Mr. Sanket Gujarati for the talk and for answering the questions. I'd like to also thank all the participants in this meeting. This meeting will now be closed.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
most
you.
welcome.
Thank you
Sir.
so much.